Hi class, this is the WIMBA session for week 14, the second part of prototyping. So in the first section of prototyping we did the desert destinations prototype, and this time I'm going to show you how to do the Jordicolas prototype. And so you can see what that is, and we'll show you on my website on SeanPatrickGriffin.com. This is what we're going to be building, this main page of my website, or, a close approximation thereof. So let's get started. This is all going to be done within Dreamweaver this time, so you won't need fireworks. Let me close up these tabs. Okay, in the Desert Destinations prototype had already copied over all of the zip file information, and one of the folders within the zip file is a Jordicolas folder, and under the Jordicolas folder we have an images folder which contains all of the images that we will need to create the rollovers like you see on my site. And what we have here are 3 images, usually, for each of the icons that you see in my site. So alien up is obviously the up state image. Alien over would be the alien over state. So when you're moving your mouse over, that will be the rollover. And alien big is what will happen, what will appear in the center of the screen. So if you can look at the center of my screen real quick, where it says Jordicolas and there's a picture of my face, when I move over the TV, for example, that image of my face changes to display the TV or the grid or the alien. So that's the big state for each one of the icons or images. Back in Dreamweaver, I'm going to start a file new, or just do a new XHTML page, and I'm going to save it now. File, save. Under the Jordicolas folder, you will already have a jordicolas.html file. I'm going to go ahead and create a new one. Jordicolas 2 is what you would probably want to do, .htm, and save the file. The next step would be to insert a table. So insert table. Each one of these images that we're going to insert is close to 96 or 100 pixels wide, and we're going to go 4 across and 4 down. So we want 4 rows, 4 columns, and 100 pixels for each cell, so a total of 400 wide on our table. Border thickness of 1, cell padding and cell spacing of 0 is fine. We hit OK, and we get a table inserted into our document. The first thing that I want to do is click inside the first cell of my table and start dragging images out into each of the individual cells. So I'm going to grab the alien up image first. It's the first one I see. And you do need to put your alt text in. Alien. Again, this is for screen readers. Gridstone up. Gridstone. Your look up. Your McKesson up. So as you can see, we are just grabbing all of the up images, the up state icons, and dragging them into the table cells. Carbon, and it doesn't matter, the order doesn't matter. Real player. Remote. Essay. Speaker. Tech notes. TV, and Windows. Now that we have all of our icons placed out in our table cells, the next thing we need to do is give them an ID. Let's do that now. I select the first image, the alien, and down in the property inspector, I give it an ID, image, IMG, alien. Go to the next one, the gridstone, IMG, grid. The next one, IMG, look. The next one, IMG, MCK for McKesson. The next one, IMG, Windows. And these names, again, are arbitrary. It doesn't matter what you call them. I just figured that I would ID them based on what they look like. IMG logos, IMG speaker, IMG essay, IMG remote, IMG real, IMG carbon. We already did the one for McKesson. Great. Go ahead and your page. You don't want to ever lose your work. The next thing that we need to do is add some behaviors. I'm going to collapse the files over on the right-hand side in the Files tab. And I'm going to go to the Window menu and select Behaviors. My Behaviors tab comes up. I need to select my alien image and come over to the Behaviors tab and apply a behavior to that image. I click on the plus sign in the Behaviors and I scroll down until I find something that says Swap Image. And this is how we do a rollover. Now, all of the IDs that I just added for each image will show up in the Swap Image Behavior dialog. You can see the name here, image, alien, image, grid, image, look, and that's a good thing. If we had not given each of these images an ID, then they would not show up correctly here. And in fact, I've forgotten to do a step. Let me cancel back out of these behaviors before I've added them. I want to get rid of these 4 cells in the middle of my document, these 4 table cells. I really want to merge them together. So I'll click and drag and highlight all 4 of those cells and travel down to the property inspector, and under this cell, there's this little word cell, there's a button that says it merges selected cells using spans. So if I click that button, I can get all 4 of my cells to merge together into one cell. And inside of that cell, I'm going to go back and open my Files panel. I want to grab an image, and I think it's Jordicolas.gif, and drag it into that cell. And it is. It's a picture of my face. And I want to put it there so that I'll have an image to swap when I move over each of these individual images that go around it. All right, I'm going to collapse the Files panel again on the right. Click on my, let me do one more step. This new image that I inserted, I need to ID it as well. I'm going to call it Image Jordicolas. So that's the one in the middle. Now I'm ready to click on my alien and click the plus in the behaviors. Scroll down until I find the swap image behavior and click it. And with this first item, image alien selected, I want to go down to the box that says Set Source To, and there's a Browse button. This is where I change to show my rollover state. I go into my Images folder, and I choose Alien Over. So what will happen here is when I move over the image alien, the alien over state will show. So it will swap out the image. And this checkbox down at the bottom, restore images on mouse out, you want that checked because when you move your mouse off of my alien image, it will restore the original up state image. Yeah, hit OK. Now we forgot to do something, and if you make this mistake, it's easy to correct. I forgot to swap the other image in the middle. So what I can do is when I have my alien image selected, look over in the Behaviors panel, and I can see on mouse over, there's a swap image behavior attached to the on mouse over event. And I can just double click on that swap image, and it'll open the swap image dialog back up. I'm going to select also the image Jordicolas and browse and choose Alien Big. So here's what's going to happen. What I have selected at the top is Image Alien. When I move over Image Alien, the Alien Overstate will show. Also, simultaneously, in the image Jordicolas in the center, the Alien Big will display instead of my face. So we can hit OK and save and F12 to preview. And sometimes you'll get this dialog or this little strip at the top, and you just want to click it and allow blocked content and say yes, because you're running a JavaScript and it's a security feature. And when I move over my alien, it turns brighter, so I see the swap image is working. And then additionally, in the center, where my face used to be, the alien will appear as well. And when I move my mouse out, it restores both images back to their original images. So I know that I've done well. I close that, I come back into Dreamweaver, I go after the next image, and I have to put the swap image behavior on it as well. So I click my grid image, I travel over to the behaviors and hit the plus, and I choose swap image, and I already have highlighted my image grid. So I browse for the swap image, and it's going to be Gridstone Over. And additionally, I want to choose Jordicolas, that image in the center, and when I swap, I want to swap with Gridstone Big. And I hit OK. And I continue to do this for all of the images all the way around. So I'll do one more. The look around, I click it. I go to my Behaviors panel and click the plus. I find Swap Image. Look, the image look is selected in the dialog Images. So I browse for the swap image, which will be Look Over. And additionally, I choose my image Jordicolas, and I choose a swap image for it, which will be Look Big. And I hit OK. Save my document, and once again, F12 preview it. And I can see that as I move over each image, that image swaps in addition to the image in the center to show the big image. And then when I move out or move off with the mouse, the original images will restore. And that's all there is to it to build this page. So I hope you have fun with that. Now, you don't have to use my images. You could substitute with your own images if you like. But these are available for you, and I've already spent the time creating them, so I figured we might as well use them and have some fun with them. Enjoy! I do want to show you one more thing. Here's a common problem that some people have been getting into. For some reason, if you look down at the tag selector, there's the body tag. If you select the body tag in the tag selector, this is what people think they're doing. They think they're trying to do a swap image for a particular image, but for some reason they're getting the behavior stuck to the body tag. Okay, so what I'm going to say here is don't select the body tag, and don't have your cursor just blinking out like I do in the middle of nowhere. What you want to do is make sure you have an individual icon or image selected before you go over to the behaviors panel and add a swap image. So let me show you what's going to happen if I don't have an image selected. For example, right here, I have the cursor positioned, it looks like, at the right of the table. Let's see what happens. Maybe I think mistakenly that I have an image selected, but I don't. And if I hit the plus in behaviors and I travel down to find swap image, okay, and I think, okay, I meant to choose this image alien, right? Maybe that's the one I thought I had selected, but I don't. And so I go ahead and I choose my swap image behavior, alien over, and for my Jordicolas, I choose alien big, and I hit OK. Let's see what happens when I save an F12 preview. When the page loads, my swap image occurs, just by virtue of the fact that the page loaded. Look, now nothing works quite right. If I move over all of my swap images, they don't work quite right. Same page, I just attached the behavior to the wrong place. Let's go look at what happened. I'm going to close the page and show you that in the tag inspector panel over on the far right where the behaviors are, next to the behaviors button it says tag body. We attached this behavior to the body. And let's look at what it looks like in the code. If I scroll up in the code, here it is, body. Here's my body tag. On load, preview images, okay, and additionally, on mouse over. So just when I move the mouse anywhere over the body tag, the Macromedia swap image JavaScript is going to run. And that's a bad thing. We don't want that. So what we have to do, if you've made this mistake, is just click back out here on the body, or even select it in the tag selector, and you'll be able to see on the right-hand side in the behaviors panel that on mouse over there's a swap image behavior attached here to the body tag. Go up where the plus is, and next to the plus you'll find a minus to remove that behavior. Just remove it. Save the document, F12, preview it again, and verify that everything works as expected. So everything is functioning again. When I move the mouse over, it works. When I move the mouse out, it works. Another common behavior is attaching a behavior to this table itself. So you can see in the document window, that I have the table selected. If I add a behavior now, it's going to attach to the table tag, and that's a bad thing. So you'll have to look over on the right-hand side in the behaviors and make sure that you don't have any behaviors attached to the table. Only the individual icons. That's all you want to attach these behaviors to. I hope that helps everybody. I hope you have a good time creating this and use your imagination in your own images if you like. Good luck.